Hi again, here we are to continue talking about JavaScript and looking at map, filter, and reduce. And in this video, we'll take a look at filter, okay? So what do we have here? Well, filter is a function of array or a method of array. So when you call filter, you'll call it on an array. So imagine I have an array here. I say array.filter. And then filter itself takes a callback function as a parameter. So you just pass in the callback, okay? So that's kind of our abstract version. Let's look at something a little more concrete, right? So here, I've written out the callback function, right? So the callback function is going to take one of the items from the array. So this item right here is one of the items from the array, and filter is going to loop over each item in the array and call the callback once for each item and pass that item in, okay? What happens inside the filter function is up to you, and I put this thinking emoji here because what happens is the filter function, the callback here, decides whether to keep the item or not. Okay, so the idea here is this function needs to return true if this item should be added to the array that will be returned, okay, the new array, or false if the item should not be included in the new array. Okay, so we pass the item in, we think about it, true, it gets put in here, false, and it does not get put in here, okay? Let's look at another example. Oh yeah, quick note, when you use filter, besides the item from the array, the original array here, it's going to also provide the index and the array itself. So if you need these items to determine whether to keep something, then you have it. Otherwise, you can just use the item by itself. Okay, let's look at a slightly more involved example. So here I have an array of numbers. And what I want to do is I want to keep only the even numbers, okay? So I say numbers.filter, and here's my filter function, and my function says, hey, let's take in the number n, and if n mod 2 equals 0, that means the number is even. So if you can divide it by 2 and the remainder is 0, then this will be true, right? So for each number where that's true, it gets added to the array here. And for each number where it gets false, that number is not included in the even numbers array. So when I'm done, I should have an array that looks like this. So I should have 32, 66, 76, 78, and 36, and 45 and 11 are not included. Okay, so there's filter for you.